So, Michael and Ryan, you're both here.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Hi. Hello,
John. And, so this week we're doing a cold open because I decided to go and buy a prop for this episode.
You know it's a cold open when somebody announces it as a cold open.
Okay. A warm open.
It's more like a lukewarm open.
Lukewarm open.
Yeah. It's like I put it in the refrigerator for a bit, and then I shoved it in the microwave for a few seconds, and so it's better.
Like you put some ice. You put some ice in your soup.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that thing I do all the time.
Speaking of soup, I had some pretty good barbecue pork soup just now. It had like chunks of like pork and potato and shit in it. Pretty good.
It sounds good. Is it like real thick, or was it brothy?
It was Campbell's chunky soup. I think it was Campbell's anyway, but
okay.
It's like you go to Walmart and it has it like new barbecue pork soup, and it's right next to like the pepperoni pizza soup and like the sausage pepper rigatoni and all that bullshit, like the hamburger soup, which is just like this gross ass cheese broth. But now available at your local retailer, I guess.
Pepperoni pizza soup? What the fuck?
Yeah, I bought it once because I thought it was the sausage pepper rigatoni, which is like the best one. And I got home, I'm like, oh, pepperoni pizza soup, this sounds nasty. And I ate it, and it was the worst thing I've ever had. It had like these big, janky chunks of like faux mozzarella in it.
Ooh.
Like shitty pepperonis. Yeah, it was gross. It was
I'm getting like chills up my spine.
It was real bad. You should.
I could feel my stomach weakening.
Yeah. It was the worst. It was some of the worst shit I've ever tasted. But, yeah.
All right, so to start off this episode, last week we mentioned that we had started watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Card openings.
Oh, fuck off.
I mean, I haven't started.
Fuck off,
I started a while ago.
Fuck off. Gonna hang up this goddamn Skype call right the hell now. I already know what this is gonna be.
So I went to Walmart and I bought a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm gonna open them.
Oh, fuck. You know what's bad?
What?
The worst thing is I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious to see what cards you got, John.
You know what's really bad?
What?
It's sitting next to me on my desk. Because as I was waiting for John to throw to me, is a little small stack of cards. And my cold open, when he said, and Michael's here, instead of hello, would have been me reading a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. So John and I had very similar ideas, and I kind of hate that.
Yeah. Damn it.
Alright, so
what kind of pack is it? What set are we from?
Alright, here, I'm gonna describe what's on the pack here. It's High Speed Riders.
Alright, card games.
First edition.
That was my nickname in high school.
Yeah. There are 9 cards per pack. This is just one pack. I decided to buy this, and there's a little logo on here that says 6+ years. Now, most people think that that's supposed to be the age restriction for the card, but that's just actually how much longer it'll take you to lose your virginity when you buy a pack.
Jesus.
See, we do have a joke on the podcast.
You got a joke.
We had one joke on the podcast. This is a good one.
So
John.
I'm gonna crack this open, and I'm gonna tell you all what I got. Hang on, okay. All right, let's see here. First card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Speedroid Double Yo-Yo.
Okay. Describe it to us, the art.
It's level 4 Wind Monster. When this card is normal summon, you can target one level 3 or lower Speedroid monster in your graveyard and special summon it. That sounds pretty good.
All right.
Not bad.
We got Psy Frame Gear Epsilon.
Okay.
Psychic Tuner. There's a lot of text on that. I'm not going to read it.
Can you describe the art of these cards, John?
Okay, so the first one is it's like it looks like 2 wheels.
Okay.
Speedroid Double Yo-Yo. It's just a double yo-yo.
All right.
2 yo-yos.
Fair enough.
A Psy Frame Gear Epsilon looks like I don't know. It looks like a mess. That's what that looks like.
Yeah. Great.
Creebons is like a Cyber Jester.
Cyber Jester.
Yeah, and it says when this card is targeted for an attack, you can pay 800 life points and negate the attack. That's nice.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Psy Frame Driver. I think this is the foil card because it's got like the foil in the name.
It's rare.
Oh, okay, that's the rare.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my rare card. There's no effect on there. It's just a 2,500 attack.
What level is it?
6.
Okay. Single sacrifice for 25. That's not bad.
Yeah.
And then, here's my foil card.
Ooh.
I don't know what kind of rare it is, but it's a Mirror Resonator.
Is the name shiny or just
No.
Okay, it's the super rare.
Okay, super rare.
Yeah.
And it's another tuner card with a bunch of words, so whatever.
Okay.
We got Compulsory Evacuation Device.
Okay, that's a
Target.
pretty good trapped card.
Yeah, target one monster in the field and return it to his hand. That's nice.
Yeah, that's not too
Got
bad.
Armoroid, which is like this mech-looking thing. It's like level 2, 4, 6. It's a level 8 monster.
What's it called?
Ooh.
Armoroid.
All right, that's what I call my penis.
Great.
Yeah.
This card's tribute summoned by tributing at least one Roid monster. Banish all spells and traps on the field. Damn.
Yep.
And then Psychic Overload. Target 3 levels. Target 3 Psychic type monsters in your graveyard. Shuffle all 3 in the deck and then draw 2 cards.
Great.
And then my last one is Speedroid Tri-Eye Dice, which is a level 3 machine tuner.
Great.
So there you go. Those are the cards that I got. That was my Yu-Gi-Oh! Pull. I got a super rare. That's nice, I guess.
Very nice.
Please subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Card opening.
Where did you just throw that trash?
Into my garbage bin. Next to my...
All right.
Good.
All right then.
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
You
I
learned
did
something.
not throw it on the floor.
No, you
Got it.
didn't. You're not making a nest out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Wrappings or anything.
Absolutely
I have to
not,
plaster
no.
my wall with Yu-Gi-Oh.
So, John, how many Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards do you own now? Like a rough estimate.
Let me see here.
I know to the exact number how many I have.
How many?
This is 9.
I'll
And
let
I
John
bought-
go.
Okay.
So this 9 plus 12, that's 21. I have 26.
Cool. That's almost as many. That's the same amount of amiibos that you have, right, John?
Yes, actually it is.
So you need to stop collecting both now.
Yeah.
26 the cap.
26 is my cap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the most of anything he can collect.
Yeah. All right, Michael.
I
How
have
about
t-
you?
2053.
I'm sorry. What? What?
2053.
You own 2,053 Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yes, and there's more on the way.
Holy shit!
That'll probably increase by like 100 or two.
My God.
We all have our vices.
I guess. Jesus.
Most of those I had since I got
Fair
into it
enough.
as a kid. I
Fair
probably
enough.
had like
Yeah.
over the few years I was into it, eventually got maybe about 1,000, 1,200, something like that, and then over the last 5 years, I will occasionally look into it and be like, "Oh, this $10 deck is a bunch of dragons.
Yeah.
I'll buy it."
Yeah. I am.
So
If I had to count all the ones I collected when I was a kid, it'd probably be in like the low hundreds, maybe like 300, 350, somewhere in that neighborhood. I mean, I collected them, but I didn't collect a lot of them. And it might be more than that, but that's just like a ballpark estimate to make myself sound like I'm not like some rabid Yu-Gi-Oh collector, which I was. So it could be higher. It could be anywhere between like 300 and like 900 for all I know, but whatever.
that's not bad.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about card collecting. I don't know how much like is like standard for someone who collects stuff like that. So, I mean, obviously there's people who have thousands upon thousands, but
It's
I'm
whatever you
talking
want to
like-
collect.
Yeah, fair
Like-
enough. Fair enough.
Like, I've started collecting recently, partially because of those dumb videos, but also because, like, there were cards I didn't own as a kid that were much easier to get now.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, instead of spending what would have cost me $80 to get these cards, I can spend $25, get them, and get, like, a bunch of others with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that delayed satisfaction, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Let's
Man.
never do that again.
Okay.
And we will never speak of this again.
Yeah.
No, I thought that would be pretty funny to do
That was...
once.
Yeah.
All right,
Something.
should we stop recording?
No, we need to actually talk about video games now.
Oh, okay.
God
I
damn
thought
it. Do
we
we...
were doing the cold open
Yes.
separately from
All
the
right.
actual podcast.
And here we go. Hi everyone,
do
it's
we?
hi everyone. Welcome to the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. I'm your host John. With me this week, as previously mentioned, are Michael
I don't have anything prepared.
and Ryan.
Hello, I'm back for whatever reason. So,
guys, we need to actually talk about video games now because it's so close to the end of the year.
Do we?
We are gearing up for Game of the Year.
John.
Like we're gonna be recording Game of the Year in like a couple of days.
Y'all will be recording Game of the Year. I'll just be sitting around twiddling my dick or whatever it is that I do when I'm not on this podcast.
That sounds a lot more fun than recording several hours of Game of the Year.
Yeah, you'd be
Of
surprised.
arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. But no, I hope, Michael, I hope that you are gearing up to discuss the stuff. How many more games do you have to play as of recording?
All of them. Should I have started playing video games?
Yes.
Probably.
Like maybe, I don't know, at least a year ago for these podcasts.
All right, I'll start in order. I'll start Dying Light after we're done, and then I'll be ready.
Okay, just go through all the big games.
Mhm.
Just get them done. You can do it.
Yeah,
I believe in you, Michael.
I'll start with Dying Light, then I'll move to Batman: Arkham Asylum on the PC.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Arkham Asylum, yeah, that game that came out in like 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's a
Michael,
good
make
game.
sure to play plenty of Legacy of the Duelist because that's going to come up for Game of the Year.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Done. Bingo.
That's the one game you played this year.
That's it. That's all I've played over and over again.
It's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good game.
No, it's not. I'm playing a couple games to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we start off with that then, Michael? What are you playing for this lead up to GOTY?
Specifically for Game of the Year, I'm playing Tales from the Borderlands.
Said you didn't get too far in that.
I
to?
got to the museum in the first episode.
Yeah, no, you are like halfway through that episode.
Yeah.
Around?
About that.
I've already beaten or gotten almost to the end of that episode on my Xbox, but then I bought the whole thing for my PS4, so I will finish that, I guess, at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I never
it gets
get very
good, so.
I never get very far in Telltale games. Like, I'll play for half an hour and be like, all right, cool. And I have to take a break, so
I don't know.
I'll get there.
I get really engaged in those kind of games. Like, I sit down. I only played like one episode at a time, but if I sat down, I played through like the whole 2-hour episode. But I mean, I get that you're not like as into that, I guess. Or
It just it's because it requires my full attention all the time. Like, not only do I need to be paying attention to the story, which isn't a bad thing, I also have to like constantly pay attention in case there's suddenly action and I have to like slam right on my controller, and if I don't do it, then my character dies or 3 of my friends die in the game, and it's like, god damn, I didn't because I dare read Twitter during this conversation that this guy tries to attack me. Great.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's more like just sitting down, like watching a movie for like 2 hours, and I tend to try to give it my full attention, but that can get kind of frustrating where you're like, hey, what's this text message? Oh, there was suddenly a QuickTime event. Like, there I go.
Yep.
But I generally don't find too much problem with that because I get so engrossed in like just watching it all unfold. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Alright.
Telltale games are just sometimes they catch me right away, and
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
the premise just doesn't get me.
Yeah, I feel like if I played anything like aside from Tales from the Borderlands, because for me that's like a game that like I wanted, because I played the Borderlands games. I'm pretty into them, and I'm like, oh hey, this is kind of cool, like a Borderlands game that's like actually about like the universe and like tells a story and isn't just shooting everything. And so I was really invested in it for that reason. But I feel like if I played like something like The Walking Dead, like as good of a game as I've heard that is, I might not be as invested in it, just because I really don't care much for The Walking Dead.
Sure.
So I don't know. It's it's I mean, like anything, it's like personal preference. But for being the only Telltale game I've played, Tales from the Borderlands was a really strong way to start out, I think.
Yeah. I had played The Walking Dead, so like I have expectations of this one.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
and that's about it. Like, I think that's and I have to finish Fallout 4 at some point, maybe. That's it for Game of the Year. Like, I don't really have the money to grab too much other stuff up unless it's on sale or real cheap. So, like, I've had plenty of people suggest like, oh, you should go play that, and it's like, that's a $40 game right now, and I only have a week to beat it. You're asking a lot out of me.
Yeah.
You should have told me about this maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So I could have put it on the list and gotten to it. So it's like yelling at somebody, "Hey, look out for that car!" right before they run into a car. Like, thanks, thanks, buddy.
Thanks. I'm good.
Oh, hey, yeah, no, it's more like driving down the highway and someone's like, "Oh, you got to take this next exit," and you're on the left lane going 70. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
It's like when John is it says he has a prop, and you realize what the prop is, and we're already recording, and it's just Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and you're like, "Fuck, I can't stop it now."
No.
What did you think it was? What could it have been?
I thought it was going to be a dual disc at first, like, because you were saying, because I assumed it was going to be, since it was on a podcast, that it was going to be something that made noise, since you wouldn't actually be able to see it. So I thought what you were going to do is whip out a fucking dual disc and, like, press the button. It'd be like, "It's time to duel," and, like, that would be our fucking cold open. But
Holy shit. I wish do they still sell those? Because, man, that would be funny as hell.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they still make them, but I'm sure you can find them somewhere. So.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't want to... I already feel like I'm enough of a fucking liability with all the shit that I own. I don't want to buy a dual disc and prominently display that.
John,
I feel like...
John, I would pay a lot of money to see a picture with you wearing a dual disc, like the picture of you in the Persona 4 Dancing All Night shirt. Like, add a dual disc to that, and it'd be fucking flawless. It'd be so good.
We have to stop talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
We have to stop talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
We'll just make a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh!
You do
Choo
that.
Choo.
Oh, fuck.
Video game.
Video game
Yu-Goo.
We have to stop. We have to stop. We have to stop. We have to stop. We have to stop.
Michael, what other games have you been playing?
Shut up.
No, you tell me what
Shut
games.
up. Yakuza 5.
That's right.
Yakuza 5.
Yakuza 5.
How
it's a
is
video
it?
game.
Mm.
Have you played a Yakuza game before?
Never.
Oh,
No.
it's just like one of those.
Okay.
Great.
Mhm.
That means nothing for my non-existent frame of reference.
Me too.
So, the Yakuza games 1 and 2 were written by a famous Japanese, I guess, crime writer.
Okay.
And then I haven't played 1, 2, or 3. I've only played 4, a little bit of 4, and what I've played of 5. 4 had a reminisce menu item, and so does this one, but 4 let you look back at all the videos from 1, 2, and 3. So you could look at all these videos and try and understand the complicated, crazy fucking crime story that is Yakuza.
All right.
It's kind of like, it's very self-serious and takes what's happening, the complicated, kind of weird, dirty underworld of the Yakuza, kind of like the Godfather kind of self-seriousness.
Mhm.
Like, subtle things are very important, and you won't fucking understand them at all because you're not Japanese.
Yeah.
And you definitely don't understand the Yakuza. So, so it'll have long cutscenes. It'll have some cutscenes. It'll have like pre-rendered cutscenes. It'll have in-engine cutscenes that are still voiced, and then it'll have in-engine cutscenes that aren't voiced and are just text.
Mm-hmm.
It's still all in Japanese, so they don't really have to do too much to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The core of it, probably depending on who you ask, the core of it is it's kind of a brawler.
Okay.
A lot of the bosses, a lot of the big kind of moments and wandering around the street will end up being in fights. And you'll be in this little, like, usually a room, or people on the street will cut off your the entrance and exit to the street, so it's just, you don't have very far to move around in. And it's just like X, X, Y. You do your X's, which are light punches, and then your Y's, your more, like, harder hitting move. And you're building up your heat meter, and when somebody's on the ground, or when somebody has a weapon, or you have a weapon, and by weapon I mean like a vase or an umbrella or a chair or anything really that you pick up, when you hit your heat meter, it'll do like a special move that will take off a lot of health. as you do battle, you level up. When you level up, you get more of these special heat moves. I finally got one that instead of, when somebody's on the ground, instead of going up to them and just punching them in the face or stomping on their head, I can now shove their head into the ground and just move it back and forth against the sidewalk, scraping their face. It's ultra violent.
Yeah, sounds like it. I wouldn't really expect anything else, though.
And then it's kind of an open world. In this one, I believe you can visit 4 different cities.
Mm-hmm.
And in those cities, you can do all kinds of stuff. Like visit the Club Sega and play Taiko drums, which is their drum arcade game. Or you can play UFO Catcher and, like I did, earn yourself a Nights into Dreams figurine.
Sounds good.
Or you can play Virtua Fighter 2. You can go to local convenience stores, and they sell CC Lemons or Boss energy drinks or coffee drinks and kind of basic stuff that helps your health or will boost up your heat meter or stuff like that. You can also read magazines. I think you just look at the covers, so you can actually go to a convenience store in this game and look at Famitsu, or some of them will have a manga rack, so you can sit there and read Initial D in Japanese. You can sit there and turn the pages on an all Japanese, or Attack on Titan. If you want to read the Attack on Titan manga, it's in there. Or like I did, you can go through all of Sherlock Bones,
that's the good shit.
Which I think is about a dog that has Sherlock Holmes's spirit inside of it.
Yeah, the good shit.
I don't know. Two of the mangas I looked at had one of it had a guy peeping on a girl who's playing tennis, and another one, I think Sherlock Bones, the first page was him, the guy who gets the dog, riding his bike past a girl, and her skirt flies up.
Yep.
And that's when I was like, all right, well, this is manga.
Yep.
You can go to a ramen shop and you can make ramen. Both times I was the ramen king, S rank.
Nice.
You can collect litter. You can ride a taxi and take people around. You can street race. You can... What else can you do? You can bowl. You can do a bunch of things that I don't know what they are because they're all in Japanese. You can play darts. You can go to hostess clubs. Check Mac on the ladies.
Yep.
You can this game just lets you kind of experience Japanese culture, a lot of its entertainment, and you meet a TV chef, and he asks you to take him to local restaurants.
Nice.
So you essentially meet an Iron Chef, and he's like, "Yeah, what are the good places to eat at?"
Sounds like a fucking Deadly Premonition side quest.
It kind of, some of this shit kind of is. It's not as weird, or not as intentionally.
Well, yeah,
I don't know.
I
If
got you.
Deadly Premonition is intentionally weird. But
I think some of it is, at least. But we can have that conversation later.
It's not based on Twin Peaks. Let's say that. It's not that weirdness.
Yeah, I got you.
But it's fucking weird. This is a weird game, and people should play these games. You should, if you're curious at all and you like weird games, go pick up Yakuza 4 because it's $20.
It sounds interesting. Sounds like something I'd probably enjoy.
Yeah, it's. I didn't beat Yakuza 4. I kind of burned out on it, but it lets you kind of pick up some of the bigger story beats from 1, 2, and 3. I think Yakuza 4 lets you play as the 4 main characters throughout, and I believe 5 does that as well. I haven't stopped playing as the main character. I haven't been given the choice to switch or leave the town. So, not sure if that's true or not. The email we got made it seem like
it definitely seems like you can play as the other characters. Maybe you have to start with the one and then play as the other ones. But
didn't get that option. I don't know if I don't want to select new game. I don't know. I will play through as this guy, and if I get credits, then I'll try a new game. I don't feel like I'm very far. When I go to the pause menu, it essentially says you're 1.33% complete. and I've been playing for like 6 to 8 hours. So
Jeez.
that's not a lot.
Nope.
And I've played every song in the Taiko drum machine, and I'm already Ramen King, so I don't know what else I need to do, but fucking Ramen King, motherfucker.
What else can you do when you're already on top of the world?
Yeah, you're Ramen King, S rank, mother piece of shit. Clicked all that fucking letter.
Yeah.
And it's just goofy, and I like it.
Yeah,
It's real dumb.
Sounds nice.
Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Well, that is just lovely.
Mhm.
Thanks for the coverage of Yakuza 5.
Anytime. And from now on, I want everyone to refer to me as the Ramen King.
Sure thing. Ramen
Thanks.
King.
Thanks.
Don't do that.
Ryan's doing it.
John, is this an order as editor-in-chief not to refer to Michael as Ramen King?
No, it's a request as your friend.
I'll have to think about that one.
As managing editor, it is in order to call me Ramen King.
Okay, Ramen King.
Thanks.
Damn it.
Sounds like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card, Ramen King.
Ramen King sounds like an anime. Like that sounds like
It
something
does.
that would be on for kids.
It-
Like,
it
ah,
does,
yes,
like-
Ramen King.
My quest to become the king of ramen is not an easy one. But
I did it first try.
I knew I could believe in myself and become the ramen chef my deceased father always wanted me to be. By channeling his spirit into my spatula, I can conquest all TV competitions and become the ramen king.
Do you make ramen with a spatula?
I don't know what the hell you make ramen with. That's just the first utensil I thought of.
That's what makes him, like, it's a harder journey for him because he
Yeah.
only has the spatula. So everyone else laughs at him, and then the spatula glows blue, and it takes over him, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And he's the pharaoh.
We have to stop talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, Michael.
God damn it.
All right, Ryan,
Yeah, hi John.
have you been playing anything recently?
I have been playing a handful of games, which I can sort of discuss.
Does that make you the king of games?
Shut the fuck up, Jesus Christ!
You opened Pandora's box, you son of a bitch. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Are you sure you don't mean the golden sarcophagus? Did I open that?
I'm gonna. You know what? Fuck you. Anyway, I've been playing a couple games. First of all, since we just put the review up at the time of recording, I've been playing some Nuclear Throne because
Right.
that came out of early access finally, and that game's
It did.
good as hell. I love
I'm
it.
nuclear.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. Thanks, Ramen King. But yeah, it's really nice. It's like a sort of roguelike shoot 'em up, bullet hell kind of thing. What I really enjoyed about it is that a lot of it is just really hinges on how fun the gameplay itself is. Like, it's not like Binding of Isaac where you play it and it's like, oh, I can't wait to see what items I find, or oh, like, what boss is this gonna be, or like Spelunky where it's kind of like the same thing, like, oh, where's the shopkeeper, like, will I be able to do like a hell run this time? Like, Nuclear Throne is just like, okay, here's enemies, shoot them, it's super fast paced, try not to die, but you will anyway. And it's just really nice to play a game that's like just pure like shoot 'em up, like, yeah, this feels so good to play, and like it looks great. It's got a nice like guitar kind of soundtrack to it and like stuff like that. But it's just really enjoyable, and I'm glad it finally came out of early access because now it's like on PS4 and all that. So people who have it on there can play it now, since it was just a PC release before then. But I guess they announced that at PSX or whatever the thing was, whatever
Yes.
that PlayStation
PlayStation Experience.
Yes, thank you. But which is kind of a surprise because that game's been in early access since October of 2013, so it's just been kind of there for a while. And the nice thing about it, though, is that it definitely feels like it's like a finished game at this point. Like, not like, hey, you know, like, oh, we're putting it on the PS4, that means like it's out of early access. Like, it feels like they've added enough and refined enough at this point that it's definitely like at that status of being a finished game. And
Right.
I had only played the early access version like a few months ago. I got it over the summer from a friend on Steam. and I didn't play it too much, but I enjoyed it. But now I'm kind of like getting back in it. I'm like, yeah, this is like really fun. So I highly recommend it for anybody who likes games like that, like roguelikes, shoot 'em up kind of things like Bullet Hell. It plays a lot like Hotline Miami does. You've got this top-down shooter where you shoot where your mouse points, and you can switch through weapons with like the mouse buttons and stuff like that. But yeah, it's fun. I've been playing that on PC. I've been playing more of The Witcher 3, which is still
Never
good.
heard of it.
Yeah, it's still good. Y'all have still talked about it enough. I don't really feel like there's much I can add to the conversation that hasn't been said already. I've been playing Psychonauts again.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, and, I mean, there's a reason for that, which everyone knows about.
We'll get to it.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
We'll get to it. And, that's pretty much it between those three games. I've kind of picked up Animal Crossing again after having not played that for a while, but that's always one of those games where it's like, I play it pretty steadily for like a week, then I drop off for like another week or so, and I like pick it up again. It's just like this horrible cycle. But this is one of
How
the
bad
weeks...
How bad was your town?
Not too bad, because normally I don't go for more than like 2.5 weeks without playing it. So it's not too bad. But this is one of the weeks where I am playing Animal Crossing. So there you go.
Alright, that was your Ryan Animal Crossing update.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I've been doing stuff for finals and all that, so I've been busy and getting ready to go back up for the holidays and such. So,
It's your chill game.
Chill game? Excuse me, what?
Yeah, your chill game.
My chill game? I'm sorry, John, what is a chill game?
Your game for you to chill out.
Oh!
It's your game and chill game.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'd say that for Animal Crossing. I thought you meant, like, that's your chill game, like... I don't even know, John.
I don't know, yeah, what the fuck did you... what do you think I meant?
Well, I stopped talking about Animal Crossing, I started saying, like, those are the 3 games I've played, then you said, that's your chill game, and I didn't know if you were referring to, like, Animal Crossing, or, like... or, like, that's the end of your chill game update. Like, I don't know. I don't know how your mind works.
Well, that's the end of your chill game update, then.
Okay,
fine,
jeez. Thanks, John. But yes, those are the fast and few games I've been playing since the last time I was on.
Alright. Well, I don't know. The only game that I've played in the past week that I feel like is worth mentioning in the grand scheme of things, like the Game of the Year run-up, I suppose. Like, I've been playing little things here and there, but nothing as major as Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I want to ask you a question.
Okay, we can start off with questions.
Right off the bat.
Okay.
I have seen things about this game on the internet.
Right.
Where you go to, find out things, the internet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the place.
Yeah,
one of the things I saw was some outrage, some anger.
Yes.
And I've seen this really just on Tumblr.
Yeah,
okay.
Probably.
The outrage, the anger, was over the colors that you could choose for your character, which included blue and green, but left some colors out. Mainly colors that actually people come in. Is that outrage true?
It's not.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I was hearing some murmurs on, like, Twitter and Tumblr here and there that you couldn't... That it was... Not that it was impossible to make a person of color, like, an actual, like, black person.
Black or brown were the 2 colors that I heard you couldn't make.
But that's pretty much inaccurate. Like, I don't know, I went through a couple of different faces, because different hairstyles are tied to different faces, but I went through a couple of different faces, and on both male and female, like, bodies, and I saw all different skin tones, so I don't know what they were talking about.
So you're saying somebody maybe invented some outrage?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also that really gross outrage where people were upset that they were censoring a 13-year-old having a skimpy bikini. There was that outrage too, which, fuck right off. But they... I wish I could, like, use, like, my entire arms to do an air quote, because they censored that And I'm happy about that because, oh god, I don't need to see a fucking 13-year-old in a friggin' string bikini. Like, no thank you.
Whatever, man. Censorship is evil or something.
Yeah, no.
Especially when a private game company decides to do it themselves.
Yeah. But, no, that game, I don't know. I have some weird feelings about that game. In that, I think it's good, but it's... There's some, like, really frustrating thing. I feel like I say this about every new Nintendo game. I say this about every new Nintendo game, that it has a really great base, but there's just little things about it that chip away at it and make me not like it as much as I should. I've said this about, like, Animal Crossing, I've said that about Chibi Robo, and I'm saying this about this.
That's because Animal Crossing and Chibi Robos sucked.
I mean... I don't know. I mean, I would definitely not say that Xenoblade sucks. I think Xenoblade is a good game, but there are just little bits that I was like, man, what? Because okay, this is like a blessing and a curse for this game, that the open world is it's as open as an open world can be. Like there's nothing sealing you off from exploring anywhere in the world. You have to level up to certain conditions to unlock missions, but if you just want to start walking and swim and hit other continents in this world, you can do that. You can keep walking in one direction and traverse through mountains and make it to a completely different area. You can do that. But the trade-off for that is that they have peppered extremely high-level monsters everywhere. So if you make one wrong turn while you're trying to get to somewhere, instead of having this area that has like level 11 monsters, which is what your level is or around, you'll take one wrong step and you'll get in an automatic battle with a level 30 monster or a level 50 monster that'll just hit you once and you're dead. So this like very interesting in theory mechanic of being able to legitimately travel anywhere, and also being able to see all this, like, extremely powerful flora and fauna from a distance becomes a nightmare when you just make one wrong turn, and because you don't choose to engage in combat with some of these creatures, you just die immediately, and there's nothing you can do. I know the combat is pretty much the same thing as Xenoblade Chronicles, like, the original one, which I find interesting because I remember... I mean, I haven't played any of the, like, Xenogear or Xenosaga or anything, but I remember the director of Xenoblade Chronicles X saying, oh, Nintendo had to convince us to call this a Xenoblade Chronicles game, because we wanted to call it Xeno something else, because we felt like it wasn't tied into Xenoblade. So, I think, like, it doesn't have anything to do with the story of Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, Shulk isn't in it, none of the other characters. It's not. I don't even think it's on the same planet. But I don't know. There's a lot of neat stuff. It's highly customizable. The combat does feel fun. It's like a more active MMO combat, where you're like clicking on like they're called arts, but you're just activating like effects or attacks, and then you have to wait for the cooldown to go down before you can use it again. The characters are pretty fun, save for one character that is just annoying as shit. At least that I've seen so far. Like I don't know, the one character that I actually like actively enjoy is I think her name is Lynn. She's the younger girl in your squad, and she's just like a breath of fresh air because everyone else in your squad are like kind of uptight military types. And since she's young, she's just all like, yeah, you know, let's go kick some butt. Let's do this. Like, she actually brings some energy to the squad. But then they introduce a Nopon character, which I think Nopon are the same thing as the little orange guy from Xenoblade Chronicles, Ricky. So there is a little bit of a connection there. But I think his name's Tatsu. And all they do, after they introduce him, he becomes like a central character, and all anyone does is like claim that he looks like different types of vegetables. They'd be like, "Oh, look at that potato over there," and then he goes, "Tatsu, not a potato. Tatsu is Tatsu," and that's all they do. It's so fucking annoying.
Anime's great.
That sounds good.
It's like I was like, all right, sure, that's funny, but then after that they do that every fucking 10 minutes. Like, they introduce a new character. He turns over and he's like, "Why you got that turnip following you around?" "I am not Tatsu, not turnip." Like, oh my fucking god, how many times do you think? Like, how do you write that? How do you write that?
Does he actually look like vegetables?
Like, no, he.
Like, does he actually resemble of any kind of vegetable?
Kind of looks like a root.
What about an
a root?
No, like I mean, like if you've been to like a fucking like a
farmer's market,
like I don't know, like yeah, like if you've ever been to a farmer's market, he kind of looks like a turnip or maybe a root.
What about a tomato?
No, that's the thing. He doesn't look like anything else. He kind of looks like a turnip or a root.
I got it. Zucchini.
Yeah, pineapple.
Stop.
Pineapple.
Stop.
Yeah,
Apple.
Gourd.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Pine.
dump. But no, like
cone.
the first. Like the first time they do the joke where he's just like, "Oh, he looks like a turnip."
Macadamia nut?
Okay, stop.
Eggplant.
I'm gonna fire both of you. Okay.
Watermelon.
We got jokes.
If you just tell us what he looked like, I mean,
A turnip.
It's kind of like an onion, right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I know what a turnip
okay.
looks like.
Oh my god.
like Obelisk the Tormentor.
The turnip minter. The turnip minter.
Oh,
Turnip mentor.
Yeah, he mentors all the turnips to make sure they taste delicious.
Plus 100 attack for every turnip on the field.
Yeah.
But no, he's annoying. But my other complaint though is that the map system isn't too great. And there's a lot of padding in the game because the way that you traverse the map, I mean, once you reach a new area, there are these grids that you can go to where you can plant a like a beacon, and once you plant the beacon, a couple of the other areas around the beacon get highlighted, and then once you complete a certain task in that area, you can fast travel there whenever you want. And it's usually like, oh, kill a certain monster, like a named monster. Once you do that, you can fast travel there. Or it's, oh, there's a mission that you have to do here. Like there will be a military officer that's stranded, and then you have to help them out, and then you'll be able to fast travel. The problem is that sometimes if you're going somewhere that you haven't put down beacons around or you haven't finished any missions, you're gonna have to and it's somewhere that's far enough away, you're gonna have to trudge all the way over there. And then the worst part is that the way that the map is set up, even if you do have a beacon that's somewhere kind of close by, it could be in a place that's not actually that's not accessible to the place that you want to go. Like there might be a huge mountain right there, and that mountain range might go on for miles and miles. So you have to go all the way around the mountain range and then all the way back. So in the process of making this I guess a semi-realistic world, it makes it so difficult to traverse, and it feels like the game just wants you to get the robots so you could just fly over the mountains or go around all these things. But you don't get the robot for 30 hours.
Can you have sex with the robot?
You absolutely cannot. This is a T for T game.
Fuck.
But no, it's just super frustrating that you can't just go where you want to go at times. I don't know, I think of other open world games, I think of The Witcher, and I think about how, yes, there's roads, or there are specific roads for you to travel on, so even if you haven't been to the place, you can fast travel to the closest area, and you can ride down that road, and you can get where you need to go, and it's not that much work. And I mean, even just unlocking new missions has padding. The first mission that I had to unlock, which was mission number 4, it was okay, you have to hit this level, which, sure, fine, fair enough. If I'm going to fight a boss during this mission, I should be leveled enough.
Yeah, yeah.
But then the other bit was just, chart out 15% of the map. So I had to go around to a bunch of different beacons and plant enough beacons so it was 15%, and that still took a really long time because the map was so huge.
Yeah.
So it just, like, this game feels like they padded it to make it this 200-hour-long experience when it could have been, like, a quarter of that and a much richer experience than that.
Gotcha.
And that's a bummer because, like I said, when you're actually in it, when you're doing the missions, when you're interacting with the world in the way that you should, it's like I think, like, I don't think the writing is as good as The Witcher, but I like the world of Xenoblade, just charting out this new landscape, this new environment, battling all like there's this whole kill or be killed thing where the humans are like, we don't want to have to kill any of the indigenous creatures here, but some of them will attack us, so we have to prepare. They give you all these different... they allow you to join certain coalitions within the military. Like, I chose a coalition that's just go to new areas and collect as many plants and like, study the wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that's so interesting. Like, that I could choose to basically be a field researcher, or you can choose to fight off enemies. You can choose to be a miner if you want to. Like, it's really neat. But then it makes it difficult to actually access these things, and then the combat being automatic at times when you take a wrong turn is super frustrating. And I don't know, they also, like, push pacifism onto you at times where they're like, oh, you don't want to kill something that's not attacking you. But then it's impossible to level up unless you're fighting these weak enemies before you can start battling things that attack you on purpose. So the game does also have this, like, mixed message.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, I feel like there's going to be a think piece in, like, a month or two about this game where people are going to be like, Xenoblade has one of the most important open worlds ever because you get to interact with wildlife in true ways, and you get to see all these super powerful creatures, and that's part of the storytelling. And it's like, yeah, that's interesting on paper, but actually playing that, like, being in a battle with, like, a level 11 monster, and then your laser sword or your laser beam accidentally, like, scrapes against a super high level monster, and then have it, like, run in and kill you when you're not even interacting with it, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And that's what makes Xenoblade, like, not this, like, perfect game that I could just recommend to everybody. Like, I'm probably gonna write up a review for it just because it's like, I don't know if I'd say it's, like, super frustrating, like, oh my god, this game, but I don't know, there's so much that I wish was just a little better about it.
Yeah, I got you.
Because, yeah, like I said, when you're in it, you're fucking in it.
You're fucking in it, yeah.
I just can't wait until... I cannot wait until I get my Skell, because once I do, I feel like that world is going to actually open up. I'm going to be able to do what I want to do, and it'll be actually enjoyable. So that'd be fun.
Yeah.
So that should do it for what we've been playing. We can go on to news.
Newsy news.
I accidentally closed my article, so if one of y'all... Okay, Ryan, how about you go first, because yours is first in the order of business, I suppose.
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that I had been playing Psychonauts again, the first Psychonauts, and normally that wouldn't be, too big of a deal, because I do that every month anyway, but this time is different, because on the day we recorded our last podcast was the Video Game Awards. And at these awards, they announced Psychonauts 2 after 10 years. Because this is the 10th year anniversary of Psychonauts, 2015. And, geez, wow. It was not expected. I'm excited, but, I was just kind of, like, really surprised by it. They're partially funding it through the crowdfunding platform Fig, and it's set to just over $3 million, but that isn't like the full funding for the game. That's just like partial funding. Right now they're like 70% funded at 2,300,000 and something, and they still have 32 days left in the campaign. So I mean, it's obviously going to get funded, but I don't know. I think it's interesting that, after all these years, I guess Tim Schafer decided that, he wanted more money, or they finally got the team back together, or whatever you want to say about it. But it's finally happening, which is exciting for me at least. The campaign stuff, they're doing a documentary with Two Player Productions, which I think also did the documentary from when they made either Broken Age or Massive Chalice.
It was Broken Age. I think they definitely did one for Broken Age. I don't know if they did one for Massive Chalice.
Then it must be Broken Age, because I remember they did the Double Fine Adventure documentary, which eventually became Broken Age. So they're doing that. Like, that's included as a digital download of some of the rewards. There's if you pay the highest reward, you get a visit to Camp Whispering Rock, which is going to be at some location in California, which is kind of cool in a weird, super nerdy way, I guess. The funding ends on January 7th, and there's no set release date as far as I know, but it says fall of 2018, so assuming I'm still writing for Chooch 3 years from now, expect a Psychonauts 2 review from me. And on that note, expect a Psychonauts editorial of some kind from me pretty soon as well, because I'm gonna write up a thing about it. So So yeah, that's exciting news. I love the first Psychonauts to death. It's by no means a perfect game. It's got its flaws, but it's just so fun and charming, and it just appeals to me, with its writing style, its gameplay, its kind of visual aesthetic, I guess, just the concept, the characters and all that. It's just one of those games that for me kind of, even if it didn't do everything right, it did everything right for me, I guess. It's just a game I personally love. So yeah, I'm really excited for the second one. I don't know about y'all, but
cool.
There's that. It's the news.
I just remember seeing that trailer during the Game Awards, and it was pretty funny because some people that I was following on Twitter were like, "Oh, I found out about this super secret Game Awards reveal, and it's a sequel to a game that nobody expected would ever get one." And as soon as that teaser started showing up, they were talking about, "Oh, this is a evil villain with a bunch of things surrounding their base."
Uh-huh.
For some reason, I thought they were making a sequel to that Evil Genius game for PC.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, man, yeah, why the fuck are they making a sequel to Evil Genius? What the hell? And then once the guy turned around and was like, the Psychonauts, I was like, holy motherfuck! I was like, oh my, they're really doing it.
Yeah, you heard the noise I made when you told me about it, so that
yeah, I was like, you went to the bathroom and you came back and you were just like, oh, what did I miss? And I was like, oh, nothing, just Psychonauts 2, and you were like, oh!
Yeah, that's a pretty good impression of the noises I made, but, God, that's it was such a wash too, because I was like, oh, it's the fucking Game Awards. I'm not gonna miss anything if I leave to go to the bathroom, and I come back and you give me the announcement I've been waiting for a solid 8 years of my life, and I jizz in my pants a little bit and then write an article about it. So anyway,
well, there you go. That's proof that you should never use the restroom.
Yep, I guess so. Just
don't go potty.
Stay in my computer chair all day and hook up an IV drip to directly to my bowels. God, what's the name for that? When you
catheter.
A catheter. Yeah, catheter. Thank you.
Catheter.
Thank you, Michael. Yeah.
Stop. We need to stop.
Just hook up an IV of gamer fuel to my arm. Just never leave my chair. But yeah, that's the Psychonauts 2 news. Pretty exciting stuff.
Was there anything else interesting about the Game Awards? I mean, I don't remember what we predicted.
Not really. I mean, we predicted some shit that happened and some shit that didn't happen. Life is Strange won a whole bunch of awards, which is whatever. I guess that won the games with Impact category that we had that big debate about.
Yeah.
They explained what that award category was, and I wasn't listening, so I looked it up, and it was and now that's Games for Change. I was like, oh, I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, they from what I heard, they changed it from Games for Change to Games for Impact because people thought that it was called Games for Change because it was all cheap games.
Wow.
which is
good.
pretty fucking funny.
That
Wow.
is pretty funny.
I didn't put that together. As soon as someone pointed that out, I was like, man, okay, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But funny.
Games for pennies.
I mean, aside from, the pretty much regular. I mean, the other biggest surprise was like Splatoon winning like best shooter or whatever the heck like that.
Which
was
it does. I think it won best multiplayer, which it deserves.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
it won
Splatoon's
something
awesome.
that was kind of like, oh, like that's nice, but I didn't expect them to give it that. But yes,
I mean,
guess,
it's all voted on by like
Journalists,
game journalists,
Yeah.
and it's all emails. Like they don't go to some meeting and hash it out. They just get an email, and it's like nominate something, and then they nominate stuff, and then they get another email that says, "Here are the nominees. Vote for something," and they all vote.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
this is true.
really, if you follow the game stuff, you could probably look at that like those nominees and kind of guess.
Yeah.
Like-
it's just how like messy that stuff. Not messy, but just like how just weird that thing is. I just remember. I think it was on like this past week's Bombcast. Like Jeff Gerstmann was like, "Yeah, you know why I was on Trending Gamer last year? I put my name down as a joke, and nobody else put anything else, so they just put me on there because I nominated myself as a joke."
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
Sounds about right.
but
Yeah, I mean it's an award show. I thought it was better this year.
Oh yeah, like I don't know. It's such a bummer that I feel like Keighley is like chained to capitalism, because
Aren't we? No, wait, hold on. We are on an enthusiastic website about video fucking games.
All right,
Products that other people make that we then buy and tell other people whether or not they should buy.
all right, okay. Let me
Chained to capitalism.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
the old ball and chain.
Yeah,
Am
no,
I right?
we
Jesus.
have the ball and chain. I feel like Keighley is like strapped to a wall, comparatively. 'Cause
Sure.
I don't know, like when I watched that, like I don't know, the two parts of that show that, or was it? It was like 2 or 3 parts of that show that I really dug, and they were all the ones that had like nothing to do with the advertising, like. The whole thing with the Iwata tribute, that was, like, awesome. Like, Keighley straight up was like, yeah, no, we're not doing any advertising for this. Like, this is just, Iwata passed away. We want to give him a moment. We want to have Reggie say a few words. And that was, like, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then the part where they gave the award to the Williams guys for, like, basically inventing the RTS and also basically paving the way for esports. Like, that was... like, say what you will about esports, but that's an important part of games now.
Sure, it's a big impact.
Yeah.
And it's neat to see them, like, because if they were going to give an award to just, like, the big esports thing, they would just give an award to League or to the guy who made Dota or something. But the fact that Keighley went so far back in time and brought up these dudes who nobody knows who the hell they are, like, that's neat. And then the part where Keighley, like, fucking roasted Konami, like, that also was kind of like a spit in the face to that whole bit.
It was anything with genuine emotion always stands out at any award show.
Yeah.
And like that's super nice. And I feel like Keighley would want to do more stuff like that. But the fact that he wants to put on this big awards show that has a stage and has celebrity, like they have friggin' Kiefer Sutherland and Shaq there. Even though it was specifically for, like, games that they were involved in, like, celebrities were still there. And he paid to get, like, churches and Deadmau5 to play music there. Like, the fact that he wants to keep doing these big award shows, but I feel like if he just did something way more low-key and way more honest, it would be nicer. But he has to bring in the mainstream audience by being like, hey, there's music that you like. Hey, look at that, Shaq. You remember Shaq from the basketball.
By himself, like, those low-key awards exist. They're the DICE Awards, they're the GDC Awards.
Yeah.
But by himself, he cannot make a low-key award show.
Exactly. And
that costs a lot of money. And, like, what you're wanting doesn't really exist beyond DICE and GDC. Like, it doesn't even exist in the movie industry.
Yeah, and I don't know, like that's like I don't watch the Oscars for that reason because it's like I don't know, I'm not as tied to the Oscars as I am to games, but then like I don't know, it is very much just like this. Oh, what's the big thing? What are we gonna talk about now? I don't know. I thought the Game Awards, for what it was way better than last year, and it knocked it out of the park comparatively to all the Spike shit. Like,
I mean, that was all Spike. Like, it was almost
obviously.
always apparent that, like, Jeff Keighley was holding that shit together as best he could with partners he didn't want.
Yeah.
And now it seems to be more like what he would like.
Yes,
that he can pick and choose who he wants. But really, like, what was on last week was what you would see out of any other award show anywhere else that isn't being held in, like, a hotel, like, meeting room, conference room, where, like, we have to finish by 7 because the wedding is coming in. We have to go. Like, that, like, it's one or the other. Like, and if you really want to, like, have a good Iwata moment that isn't a fucking PowerPoint slideshow, and if you want Reggie to show up, and if you want, Phil Spencer to show up, and all those,
there's got to be some sort of draw.
There's got to be pomp and circumstance, and you have to offer those guys chances to market, and it's the reality of not only the video game industry, but how award show work and how internet streaming works. And that's all something that one day the Oscars and the Emmys and all that stuff is in the Golden Globes are all going to have to figure out. And they're not doing it yet because they can hold on of being like cultural events. But 10 years from now, when there aren't cable, when there aren't as many people signing up to cable and they're losing over and over again, they're going to have to stream it. They're going to have to figure something out.
Yeah.
So that you're just looking into the future of what all award shows are going to look like is more marketing. Sure. Like, there's dumb stuff, like the Battlefront room was really...
That was fucking stupid, yeah.
Really dumb. But, hey,
I just... The two people in the Battlefront room that I loved were... It was, like, Deadmau5 went in there, and, like, they were, like, trying to ask him about Battlefront, and he was just like, I don't care about Battlefront, and I was like, alright.
He was, like, distracted by it. He was, like, looking over his shoulder, like, oh, sorry, I was staring at Darth Vader. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
And then they had John Vignacchi, who was just like...
Up to 11.
Oh, man... I'm so excited for Disney Infinity. Battlefront's cool, I guess, but man, I'm doing Disney Infinity, and that's cool. Like, I don't know.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a great John Vignacchi moment. Him turned up all the way to fucking 11, gives her like a fucking figurine. Apparently, he gave Mark Hamill a Luke Skywalker figurine that he just happened to have on him. Like, shit like that is like, how do you not love John Vignacchi? I don't know how you do it.
Dude just has, like, Disney Infinity figurines pouring out of his sleeves.
I think he just makes them. I think instead of, like, I think they have figured a way to turn his sweat into figurines. So he just like reaches in and every, like, 10 minutes is like, oh, here's another one.
I have produced another. Alright, but yeah, that was pretty much the Game Awards. All the other announcements were, like, DLC...
Goat Simulator DLC where it's fucking angry at you. That was great. Fucking buy it, you son of a bitch.
I'll fucking shoot you with a gun if you don't buy this goddamn goat shit.
That was so good.
That was real good. But yeah, Michael, next up.
More events happened.
Yeah,
yes.
You're gonna cover the big event.
Mm-hmm. PlayStation, as we mentioned earlier, PlayStation Experience occurred.
It occurred.
It occurred.
It just occurred itself into existence. Just willed itself onto the face of the earth.
Kind of. That kind of happened last year. Yeah.
It happened to all of us. We weren't expecting it.
Just suddenly Sony's like, we're gonna have this thing in December, and now everyone's like, okay.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't write up everything about it because not everything in it like really kind of moved my needle. Some of it was just small stuff that I thought was really cool. Yeah, moved my needle.
Yeah,
tickled my fancy.
Did your needle do a little jig, like a little?
Can y'all relax right now?
No, it just moves. Needles move like on a meter.
Okay. I thought maybe
like
you were talking
it was
like
on the left.
I thought okay.
A sewing needle.
I thought you were talking maybe like a turntable needle or something. I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. All right.
PSX was all weekend with where people could play stuff. I think they had PlayStation VR playable. I saw some backroom stuff. I didn't go, but I saw videos of backroom stuff, backroom deals, and a lot of stuff was playable there, like Call of Duty and Battlefront.
Yeah, everyone's favorite new games that aren't out yet.
Games that are already out. But they had a
keynote.
keynote. Yeah, is that what it's called?
I
Like,
guess.
it's just a thing.
Presentation.
Yeah, like it's this is such a weird thing.
The event.
Yeah. It started off with Uncharted 4. It showed a really good cutscene from Uncharted 4 of Nathan Drake and his brother hanging out. Showed some dialogue choices, but didn't really show what, like, if those have impact, or if it's just, do you want to hear Nathan Drake say this or this? All right, cool.
Yeah.
He said that. Great. I thought it looked good. I'm not a huge Uncharted guy, so I just kind of thought, this looks pretty. Then they showed a little bit more of Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, yes.
Which has an asterisk by it in my head.
Yes.
Because...
Let's go over that.
Do you want to go over the whole thing now?
Yes.
Yeah, let's hash
So
it out.
they showed out Final Fantasy VII. They showed kind of more footage, what looked like movie, like in-game footage.
Cutscenes.
Cutscenes, thank you, that's the word. Showed a little bit more of that, like some early stuff, Midgard train sequence. And then they showed some combat, which I initially thought was all off of the Final Fantasy 15 engine. Because that, to me, made the most business sense of, well, you're making another game, you have a game that runs a Final Fantasy game, so just kind of share it.
Pace.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's not true. It's on the Unreal Engine. Final Fantasy VII is. Final Fantasy 15 is on some other proprietary Square engine. Why? I have no clue. But it looks real good. Like, fucking Final Fantasy looks really good. It's sort of active combat. I forget what games they kind of compared it to, but it's...
They said it's similar to Dissidia and Kingdom Hearts.
Right,
Yeah.
It's very active. You can switch between the three characters in your party that are fighting at any time. It's very action-oriented. It looked neat. And I remember watching it and thinking, oh boy, people who are really into this game, you know, fanboys or whatever, however you want to call them, are going to be upset. I was right, but not about that.
not for those reasons.
Where'd the pain come in?
Later that weekend, I guess this was in an interview at PSX.
I think it was in Famitsu.
Right, it was in Famitsu. Right. Which I read it on Gamitsu. So
there you go.
So Famitsu had some details.
Had some hot deets.
Some of those details. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick, because I still have the PSX thing open. The biggest deet, not beat. That's that character from
Tatsu.
Yeah, from
the biggest deet was that this would not be a single game. That this would be multiple parts.
Yeah.
They didn't really describe.
Yes.
They said each part would be full game's worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the quote. Multi-part means instead of concluding in one entry, multi-entries are being considered in development. Each entry will have its own unique story. As a gaming experience, each entry will have the volume of content equal to a full-sized game.
Yes.
So, I'm not sure what that means.
I would.
Some people are worried that this will be like some sort of chopped up $20 thing where it's like the three discs split up.
I would be fine with that.
But some other people are also thinking, and this is where it gets interesting, because they are talking about making new content for this and going really in depth in the world.
Yeah.
Some people are thinking that it might be like Final Fantasy 13, and there might be like Cloud Returns Final Fantasy 13-3 or something like that, where they have some sort of new story, or they might make a whole game about what happened in Advent Children or something like that. You know, like they might make completely separate games for things that used to be Final Fantasy VII spin-offs but are now going to be fully fleshed out worlds that they
I'm going to
built
tell you
upon.
right now that there's absolutely no way that happens within the multi-part that they're talking about. I guarantee they are talking about the core Final Fantasy VII game, just the game, is being split up because there is so much shit in that game that they can't put it on in one game.
I agree
that's
with
what
that, but I also agree kind of with John. I can see them taking stuff from the 7 lore and like adding it into the game, like kind of fleshing it out.
Sprinkling it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But not like adding so much, like a whole one of the discs would be like Advent Children or something like that. I mean, like new quests, like new like side stuff, like
Sure.
extra lore, like that kind of stuff. Just like amending, like splitting the game into 3 and then like amending it in places, I guess would be
Sure.
would be the
I could
best
see
way
that.
to put it.
So that aside, there was other stuff, and hopefully, like you said, John, it's 20-20-20, because if it's 60-60-60 or 40-40-40,
That's a lot.
Yep.
be fucking some crying
yeah,
on some
like-
YouTube
like-
videos.
There would have to be a fuck ton of it would have to be like a real full JRPG for each of those to really
Yeah.
consider that.
Yeah.
So there is some more little tidbits. They said that there's a lot of little tidbits, but one of the things that they said was that some stuff would be cut, but specifically the scene where Cloud cross-dresses wouldn't be cut.
Yeah, they specifically called that out for some reason.
Yep, I don't know
So-
why they specifically point out, because that's one of maybe, in my head, what I can remember, that's one of maybe 3 or 4 scenes that I specifically remember being really fucking weird.
Yeah.
And being parts that, honestly, they probably should cut out, because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or alter deeply.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of little stuff that they haven't really talked about. The movie kind of didn't, or the little cutscene they showed didn't really make me feel like Barrett was not as racist as he was before. So we'll see. He was very much a stereotype
Yes.
before. The one thing they said that I clung to was that Square Enix is not making this by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
No.
A company called CyberConnect 2
Yes.
is an external partner with Square Enix, and
and-
have... Go ahead.
Mind you, I think that's only the first partner they've announced. I think they said that they have multiple partners, and CyberConnect is one of them.
I sure. I don't know.
I think that's what they've said.
I haven't looked into all of this because there's a lot, and I was just like, multi-part
yeah.
series, I'm checked out.
Yeah.
CyberConnect 2 has done all those, like, Naruto Ultimate Ninja games. They did that JoJo fighting game, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And then they've done, I think, the old Dot Hack games.
Yeah.
Um,
They make good games. Like it's all been like licensed anime properties, but all of those games are excellent.
sure.
So
So they announced them. So not only did they, in this little piece, announce them as an external partner, then later on go to say that CyberConnect 2 has different production tastes than Square Enix. So much so that Nomura, the sort of kind of one of the brainchilds currently behind Final Fantasy, was annoyed when he saw CyberConnect's 2 trailer. And then had to take it and remake it himself.
Oh my god. The first installment of this game is not going to come out for another 4 years at least.
So I don't know if this was just a developer being too open, because this is certainly stuff that happens within normal development, and especially between two companies. And I would have assumed that CyberConnect 2 was just doing the fighting part.
yeah, I could see them just doing the combat because they
But-
know how to make fighting games.
But when you tell me they're doing the trailer, it kind of sounds like they're doing most of the work.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what the fuck is up with Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is now the official name, Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Yeah.
because fuck
Japan.
putting HD remastered on that shit. Let's just call it Remake.
I almost want to. I'm looking more forward to like 10 to 15 years from now, when
The story of
the
this comes out?
stories for when this game. Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
hear the stories.
Yeah,
10 to 15 years from now when they finally put Final Fantasy IX on PC.
When they have a live stream from inside Square's archives of the only remaining disc of Final Fantasy IX, and they light it on fire. What Final Fantasy IX?
God.
Just skip to 10.
Yeah.
I'm interested in this game because I'm curious to see how they remake this. I'm impressed with Square somewhat for just coming out and kind of not like beating around the bush and essentially telling fans like, you can go buy Final Fantasy VII like that PC port we did, which is the mobile port, I think. Right now, or you can wait for this remake, which isn't going to be anything like that. I like that they're drawing a line in the sand and saying, "No, fuckers, this is all new."
Yeah.
Like, I like that they're being straightforward on that and not playing towards people's nostalgia, like, say, Shenmue did, to get a Kickstarter going.
Sure.
But we'll move on to other PSX stuff. New character in Street Fighter V, Fang.
It's fun.
Fang, which stands for... I forget what it stands for.
Farty ass, noxious gas.
What did I ask? He is a charge character. We have now found out.
I'm really fucking mad about that, because I wanted to play as him, because, A, I came up with that hilarious acronym right there.
Whoa, hey,
using all your arms.
Don't pat yourself on the back too much there, John.
I mean, I thought it was great, so
it's funny, but...
Okay, thank you.
Don't lie to him. Don't encourage him.
Jeez.
Secondly, like, he looks like the dumbest fucking character. So I was like, oh, hell yes. I always play as the dumbest character in every game. But he's a charge character. And charge, I can't do charge moves. Who likes doing charge moves? You know,
They also announced... I'm just going to blow past this because we have to get through all of this.
All right, fine. I'm just going to say, send in a message to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask if you like charge moves so I can block you.
Yeah, and we won't read it till next year anyways.
Yeah.
They announced the first group of characters that will be available, leaking out after they release this game. It's to be Alex. This says Guie. I assume that means Guile, not Guy. Guile, Balrog, Ibuki, Juri, and Urine.
Yes.
So those will be available either in purchase with in-game money or purchasable as DLC. And then they announced the dumb fucking season pass 3 months in advance and made me want to kill them all. There's a bunch of small announcements. They just kind of... Nothing that I really thought was huge, except for Psychonauts 2. Maniac Mansion's going to be made into... is coming out soon for remastered. They're also going to remaster Full Throttle. Psychonauts 2 is coming, as well as the Psychonauts standalone for VR, which will be a prequel.
It's Day of the Tentacle, not Maniac Mansion.
Day of the Tentacle, right. I'm literally staring at the words Day of the Tentacle. But I wrote Maniac Mansion in my piece, so... it's all the same thing. It's all
Maniac Mansion should be included in Day of the Tentacle. There is a computer in that game that if you interact with it, you can play through all of Maniac Mansion, so... Then
they showed off... I'm just going to keep going, John.
Sorry, okay.
You can talk about your Maniac Mansion stuff later.
Okay.
Team Ninja showed off a brand new PlayStation 4 exclusive game that brought me back to the moments when before I ever owned a PlayStation and would look at my friends playing, this is what I would see. It's just fucking ninjas slicing through demons. The game is called Neo. Yep, because I remember thinking it sounded like The Matrix. The more this trailer went on, the more it just kind of looked like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
A little kind of like plotting, animation heavy. But it looks neat. It looks a little more fast-paced, a little more brutal.
Yeah.
They showed off Ratchet & Clank, which now has a date, April 12th, and the movie has a date as well as April 28th. I thought that demo looked real good.
That game is real good. I played that at E3 this year. It's great.
Does it kind of feel like the original ones?
It plays like the originals, yeah, but like a little bit tighter.
That's nice.
I don't know. I mean, it looks gorgeous.
Cool.
So,
it looked nice when they played it.
Yeah.
Then PlayStation VR came out, and I want you to imagine PlayStation VR personified, like it's a human. It's not just somebody wearing the helmet. Like if it was an anamorphic Sega girl, and it comes out and stands in the middle of the stage, waves, says hello, and then just squats and just poops. Because that's essentially what happened. You can find the video of what happened in their tech demo of PlayStation VR, where two, really hard-working, well-meaning developers try to demo a kind of Discs of Tron demo, and it doesn't fucking work.
It's a bummer.
One of the guys comes out and introduces it. I forget what his name is, but he's one of the guys working on VR, and he introduces it, throws to his friend who's already in VR, and they have these guys standing there with their PlayStation Move controllers and their helmets, and then all the screens and he's waiting for his boss to put his helmet on and get ready, but his hands won't sync. So he's just staring across at his boss, whose like arms are contorted and wrists are just look like they're broken. And then he starts throwing the discs because they have to get through this demo, and they move so fucking slowly. It was so bad. It was so bad. If that was at an E3, it would have fucking doomed the product because it looked like shit. It was so bad. And then they just said, well, now that thing's taken a fucking pile of steam on the fucking stage, they brought out they just completely did a 180 and brought out Mizuguchi, and he played Rez.
Yeah, they have Rez on PlayStation VR, which everything I've heard about that is that like everyone I have, like all the games journalists I pay attention to have used that. They were like, yeah, no, that sold me on VR.
Right.
Which is crazy cool. Like, not only do they have the VR helmet for that, they strap you into like a vibrating suit while you're playing that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think they're gonna be selling that to most households, but
or at all.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, just the fact that it's still like this immersive experience and is actually entertaining, and it's a game that A, people recognize, and B, sounds like it's actually enhanced by VR.
Yeah, it's cool to see that it's Rez, and it's Mizuguchi doing it and doing his stuff. Kuni 2 was announced.
That was like the big final reveal, right?
It wasn't the final reveal.
It was. Oh, yeah.
Nope. There was other stuff. There was King of Fighters 14 is exclusive to PS4.
Which looks like shit.
Yeah, Yakuza 5 was announced and then launched this past Tuesday. Yakuza
No, it was
0.
Yakuza 0 was announced. Yakuza 5, I think they announced that Yakuza 5 was going to come out last PlayStation Experience.
Well, it did come out this past Tuesday. They announced Yakuza 0 is coming. I don't really care. It's a prequel, like whatever crime Yakuza guys, dragon tattoos. 100-foot robot golf from No Goblin. Looked fucking dope. And then they ended for some fucking reason with the Epic MOBA.
Oh yeah,
that's what they ended with.
Trying to push those esports.
It didn't look like, it didn't stand out. It just didn't look good. I don't even remember the name of it because there are like 20 of those coming out. It just, nice try, guys, but
Yeah.
I just want to play the Blizzard one. Like, the
Overwatch?
Blizzard one has like Overwatch. That's the only one I want to play of those. All the rest of them, just like, ugh, I don't care. Overwatch already has so much personality. Like,
but
already
Overwatch
like those
isn't
characters.
a MOBA.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a MOBA. It is more the, like, apparently the Epic one is a MOBA or MOBA style. I don't know. It's all the fucking same.
Yeah, I don't care.
Just one big, like, sheet of white paper that's completely blank, and then that's all of them.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
It.
Yeah, so.
Alright, well,
that was PSX.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure was.
That was an event.
What PSX was an event, or talking about PSX was an event?
Both. Fucking both. Speaking of catastrophic events,
your dating life, boom!
Wow. Hey, 2 jokes on the podcast.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say that, like, nothing happening isn't catastrophic.
Yeah, I guess not.
The lack of something.
Maybe not for you. Bam! Got ya.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm punching the fucking air right now.
I know you are. I have to wait for my dogs to stop barking.
Rough.
They
heard my joke.
Yeah.
They're laughing.
Rough.
Alright,
Bam!
Oh my fucking god!
Just go.
Alright, fine.
Be free.
Some NeoGAF users, Ryan, you wrote this up. Ryan, thank you for writing this up.
No problem, John. Thanks for reading it.
And thank you, Chooch listeners. For
John, shut up and read the fucking news. God damn it.
The dog won't shut up! Okay, so yes, the Steam database has provided some leaks in the past.
Yes.
But for some reason, there was just this incredible swath of leaks that occurred this past week.
Yep, like a toilet.
they changed something on their back end. There used to be file names that were hidden, and they changed something recently. I don't remember because I read the story last week, but they changed something on their back end so that all these file names suddenly came out and were accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just read some games that. Okay. Now to point out, already some of these games have come out on Steam. Like one of the games that was listed was Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, and that game just came out on Steam.
Another one was Final Fantasy VI, I think, and then like that got confirmed like a couple days ago that it was coming to PC. So
yeah, so I would say for about like 99% of these, I would say that these are confirmed.
Except that 1%.
When we name the other one, that's when it'll be like, oh, okay, so maybe not all of these.
Oh yeah, that's the 1%.
I don't know. I think most of these are pretty safe bets.
Just name the rest.
All right, so we got Dark Souls 3. Both
Sure.
Final Fantasy X games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new Bad Rats called Bad Rats Show.
Yes.
Shaking my head.
Let me just say that actually there was already a teaser for a Bad Rats sequel like a couple months ago.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, Earth Defense Force 4.1, Steins Gate, Sam and Max Hit the Road, a bunch of Sakura games, the first 3 Ty the Tasmanian Tigers.
I'm shrugging my shoulders a lot.
Yeah. Here's an unfortunate one. Criminal Girls is coming to Steam. So in case you wanna go through your Steam queue and click not interested for that one, go right ahead. Here's 2 that I am very excited for, and now none of you have an excuse for not playing them. Both first 2 Danganronpa games are going to be on Steam.
I'm not going to play those games.
I might. So
Trigger Happy Havoc and Goodbye Despair. I mean, Danganronpa 2 is one of the best games ever made. So,
I will, once they come out on PC, I will probably play those games.
I don't know. I could see those games getting like real cheap during a Steam sale. And
yeah.
Keep going.
And the big game that
it's probably fake.
Supposedly got leaked. That it's probably fake. Was Half-Life 3.
Yeah, there have been a whole bunch of like deconfirmed things for that. Like the file name doesn't have like a hyphen in it, and like there's some like naming convention, like some bullshit like that. But it's probably not real, and I mean it's probably coming at some point anyway. I mean, who knows? Who gives a shit at this point, honestly?
I mean, to be fair, people found a bunch of Valve's VR stuff. So, I mean, if there's ever a time for Valve to be like, oh, we need to have a reason for someone to buy our VR stuff, let's put out Half-Life 3 on it.
Half-Life 3, yeah, absolutely. But
that makes sense. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, yeah, all this deconfirmation stuff that people were pointing out, and the fact that it's just getting leaked out with no fanfare.
All right, step back. It's time for some real talk.
Let's talk.
Earlier this year, there was an announcement by Valve that not many people were working on Half-Life 3.
Yes, this is true.
I believe the leak said something about 1 or 2 people were working on Half-Life 3. That was earlier this year.
Yeah.
A lot of the names on that list that haven't been confirmed are like Dark Souls 3, Rise of the Tomb Raider, games that will come out in the next 3 to 4 months. Let's say first quarter of some sort of business calendar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So we also have things like Dota items being named after Half-Life 3 stuff.
Yes,
or in file names. Yeah, in file names.
Yeah,
the crowbar. I think the head crab was in there. And Valve really, really likes fucking with you.
Yep.
Fans of Half-Life.
Yes.
So I agree that Half-Life 3 coming out on Valve VR would be a big juice in the arm for Valve VR, but Valve has a proclivity of making hardware and just not doing shit with it. They just make shit and put it out, and if it works, they're happy, and if not, they just invest a lot in R&D. Half-Life 3 should never come out.
No.
You should stop caring about that game?
I really don't at this point, honestly.
I'm going to tell you why Half-Life 3 shouldn't come out, because Half-Life 2 wasn't good. We don't need any more of those games. Those aren't good games.
All right, let's move on to questions before a fucking group of people show up at John's door with fucking pitchforks and fire.
Yeah.
They fucking can. I don't give a shit. Those games aren't good.
They aren't.
All
right. They aren't bad, but they don't live up to the hype. They're good games. They aren't as good games though.
They're okay, but like compared to shit like fucking Portal and Left 4 Dead, like I love those games, but Half-Life isn't like.
I've played through all the Half-Life games. They're enjoyable. I don't dislike them, but I don't love them either. So there you go.
I guess I am different. I actively dislike them.
They're games of their time. When
Yeah.
when you first played Half-Life 2, because I remember when that game came out, and when I first played Half-Life, they were fucking mind blowing.
They don't.
Now
age
now they are
super well.
No, now they are like just things on a shelf of like, other games do this better, but few games did it before it.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
You
move on to
can
questions.
attack John in a riotous group. His address is 494
That's actually not that.
Orange Grove Way, Orlando, Florida.
Where are you sending them?
I don't know. I just made that up. What numbers did I say? 494.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orange Grove.
That's probably actually some like a place in Orlando. Is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
All right. Let's get to the fucking questions already.
Yeah, let's end this podcast.
I should have given him Iron Galaxy's address in Orlando. Questions. You asked questions. This is our final podcast of the year. So,
jeez.
thank you. Well, final regular podcast.
Oh
I
yeah,
should say.
this is true.
I will say, skip that first question at the bottom. We don't have to do all giant bomb shit. Let's just do these 3 here.
Question number 1. Anonymous asks, have any of you ever owned a weird console that failed dramatically, like a 3DO or a CDI? I owned a Game Gear.
I have not. I was gonna make a Wii U joke, but
That's actually probably not that far off.
no.
Yeah.
That's like the most.
That did fail dramatically.
Yeah, but not like it didn't
not on
kill
the
a
level of the
company.
CDI or the
Yeah,
Virtual
true.
Boy or anything like that.
No engages here.
No engages. I almost bought one of those Game Boy Advance micros that they sold for a while, like those little like card size like Game Boy Advance things. But that's the closest I've ever owned to like coming to like anything like that. So I don't know.
I don't own it yet, but I've been throwing around the idea of buying a Neo Geo Pocket for a while.
Sure.
Just because that thing is kind of neat, and I want to get like fighting games, like little tiny fighting games.
Gotcha.
I don't know. That seems fun.
We
Speaking of fighters,
we own an Atari 2600, which wasn't a totally failed console, but we also owned the ET game for it. So take that how you will.
So you were trying to save the industry. You were the ones who bought it.
Yeah, sure. Those belong to my parents though, so I don't know what the story behind that is, but we've got it at our house somewhere, and I played it as a kid.
You should interview your parents and ask them what they were thinking when they bought that.
Sure, I'll be sure to do that, John.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Dapper's Den asks, the holidays are coming. What gift are you giving all the good choochers?
Choochers.
I don't know what this... Are choochers like our fans or one another?
Chooch fans, I guess. I guess the Chooch fans.
I guess. I don't know. I want to get everyone a copy of the Bubsy twofer whenever that comes out. So
Great.
Fuck off.
Thanks.
God damn it. Don't do that. Piece of shit.
Tried to stop me.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like our gift to the fans at the end of the year is our Game of the Year deliberations, because you get to hear me threaten everybody. You get to hear Mike and Niall and Michael all laugh at me freaking out over shit. You're going to hear me probably burst into tears about Undertale not making the top 10. You know, all that good stuff.
It's okay, John. Make it the top 10 in our hearts. So.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're going to do that, but then we also have Star Wars week, you know? If you're going to want to watch all of our good-ass Star Wars content.
That's this week.
That is this week.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
is this
either
week.
now or tomorrow.
It's happening. It's happening soon. Yes.
It's happening right now outside your window.
I mean, that is part of the gift, though. That is the gift that keeps on giving.
It is the gift that keeps on giving.
You get the piece of our souls that we put into all of this.
Yeah.
That's your gift.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're on our last question. We got Masks question. Inbox
Masks, of course, is our last question of the year.
Last question of the year. Damn.
Yeah.
It's good as hell.
Here we go. I have to say this correctly.
Okay.
I'm going to do all of it.
Okay.
To the point, no caps, no frills, no real question, just words, followed by a period. Okay, maybe one question. Here it goes. Worst Resident Evil character? I don't know. That's weak. But not as weak as John's freestyle rap skills. Oh, fuck. Fuck yeah. Captain Novlin. You also have to read this with every period being a stop, or else it kind of loses its dramatic effect. Wait, I thought of another question. Do you think that we will ever see a proper turn-based RPG on consoles again?
God, what a question to end the year on.
Did I say Captain Novlin right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Captain Novlin.
I just love that he keeps bringing up fucking Captain Novlin for no reason. God. For a bedtime snack, you could eat half a banana. Oh, fuck.
Worst Resident Evil character, I'm going to go with all of them because those games probably aren't good. See, now the riots have split in half. One's going to you, one's going to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've played like 4 and 5.
I've played part of both of those games, so...
I don't think I finished 5. I mean, I've played through 4 multiple times. That's
What
my
is-
favorite games.
What's the guy's name? Not Chris Redfield.
Leon?
No.
Wesker?
Wesker's the bad guy, right?
Yeah, the guy that looks
Barry.
like he's from The Matrix.
Barry?
The guy with the Magnum?
I haven't played those games, so I don't know. Is you referring to like condoms?
No. Barry has the Magnum gun. He's got the big ass gun.
No, I don't know who that is.
Wesker's the
Okay.
guy with the sunglasses and the black trench coat. And
Yeah,
the
he's
blonde
the main
hair.
villain.
Doesn't
Yeah.
he turn into like an alien at one point or something?
No, he just gets like he has like superpowers.
All right, he's the worst then.
All right, sure. I don't know. I think Wesker's pretty fun.
All right, then he's the best.
Okay.
Jill Valentine, she's in that, right?
I mean,
Who
Jill's
who
pretty
did-
terrible in 5 because
Who did Mila Jovovich play?
They made up a brand new character for her. She's not in the games.
Then she's the worst.
All right.
Not
There
her
you go.
character. Mila Jovovich is the worst Resident Evil
Damn,
character.
that's harsh.
That's harsh.
But fair. I'll go with that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. But
Do you think we will ever see a proper turn-based RPG on consoles?
again?
I think if we do, it's just going to be another kind of like indie game. I don't think there's
Yeah.
much of a market for turn-based RPGs anymore, sadly.
I mean, no. Let me say, like, I don't think we're ever going to see a big one of those ever again. Like, I don't think Final Fantasy is going to go back to proper turn-based stuff.
No, of course not.
I mean, like, I think Dragon Quest coming out on PS4, so there's that. That's still turn-based. I don't know. I mean, like, if you go into like dumb anime games, those are still turn-based RPGs. Those are still like proper turn-based RPGs. It's just like the big, actually like great turn-based RPGs are all either on handheld now, or they've stopped being turn-based. Like, other than Dragon Quest, I can't really think of anything too major that is still turn-based like that.
There have been some smaller ones. Like I can't think of them. There was those shit. What's the name of the publication that helps run PAX? Penny Arcade. They did their turn-based arcade games. Those were okay.
I mean, yeah. I'm more talking about like major ones. Like, of course, there's always going to be small turn-based RPG stuff. You know, like
There aren't anymore. Like there was those handful of ones when the Xbox 360 started. Like I remember the Xbox 360 just all of a sudden had our Japanese shit all when it like
Eternal
first launched.
Sonata,
Blue Dragon, which I own.
Yeah.
So those all exist, but I don't think right now. The problem is that AAA development is drying up because it costs so much money to make those games. So you would have to hope that indie developers fill those gaps, and one of them really wants to make like an homage to Final Fantasy IV or Final Fantasy VII or something.
Yeah, like, I mean, you'll see, you know, I mean, it's not on a console, but Undertale, that's a turn-based RPG that was making a reference to Earthbound. And, you know, like you if you look around for these games, you can still find what you want, but
they're hidden in the walls, man. Just like take a jar and like listen to your wall, and if you hear like, you know,
a dog barking, that's Undertale.
Mm-hmm. or it's John like being told that Undertale won't be in the top 10 games this year.
Yeah, you hear me weeping. That's also Undertale. But yeah, no, like those games are either they're smaller, they're on PC, or they're on handhelds now, or they're Dragon Quest.
Yeah,
or they're Dragon Quest. There you go.
Because Dragon Quest can get around.
Game.
Dragon Quest can get away with that still.
Yep, biggest game ever.
Yeah,
Dragon Quest.
All right, but that should do it for this week's episode.
This year.
This year's episode.
This year.
This is the last. Excuse me. This is the last regular episode for the year. We're gonna take a week off next week.
Week off in quotes.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Like
mean, we're not
week
actually,
off from this podcast.
We're not gonna release a podcast next week because we're gonna be way too busy with Game of the Year, and the holidays are coming up, so we're gonna be doing that too.
We don't want to kill poor Niall.
It's the holiday season.
Ooh, yeah.
And decorate, and don't forget to hang up your socks.
Don't sing any more of that. We don't want to get a copyright claim. We're gonna get a copyright claim
now for like a public domain Christmas song.
I don't want to risk it.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were making that song up.
You Scrooge.
Christmas time. Here it is. Jingle my bells.
Jingle.
I'm eating eggnog.
You're eating eggnog.
Christmas time.
Congealed eggnog.
Rocking
like
the sleeve. Drinking heavily.
Sounds great.
The Santa Toad. Alright, we need to end this podcast.
Seasonal defective disorder.
Stop.
Damn
it. Defective disorder?
I don't remember the name of it.
Everyone.
Oh my god. Okay, we're done. Okay, we have a bunch of content on the site. We have a shit ton of reviews for you to read. Niall wrote a review of Just Cause 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ryan, you wrote that Nuclear Throne review. Kay wrote like a Yokai Watch review. I think Niall's going to have a Fast Racing Neo review up soon. I might have my Xenoblade review up. But then, this next week is Star Wars week. As you're listening to this Star Wars week, so check our YouTube. Is it VG Choo Choo or Video Game Choo Choo or YouTube?
It is Video Game Choo Choo. We may have a custom URL now, but when I actually went back, when I did it and went back to the channel, it was like not our custom URL. So
great.
If you go to youtube.com/c/Video Game Choo Choo, it may be us.
It should be.
Or you could just search for it.
Yeah, search for Video Game Choo Choo. We will have a Star Wars video every day for 5 days straight, leading up from Monday to Friday, leading up to the release of The Force Awakens.
The big film.
Yeah, the big movie. And then after that, we will start releasing our Game of the Year podcasts. Not that next week, but the week after.
Yeah, not the week of Christmas, but the week of New Year's Eve and New Year's.
Yeah, leading up to the end
along
of the year.
along with all of our personal top 10 lists.
Yes.
And maybe guest lists, and maybe whatever we think
we should have some guest lists, I think. So
we should.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna go ask the usual suspects. You know, I'm sure Mask will want to do one.
Kaiser Soze will probably want to do one.
Damn it, Michael! I was about to say that.
Hey, you gotta be quick around here. Yeah, hey, I'll be here all week.
I'll go ask Casey Malone
John's
again.
dating life. Oh,
damn it.
Oh, I'd ask John's dating life to do a guest list, but there'd be nothing on it. Oh,
God.
Boom.
It's like Undertale. Nobody came.
Stop.
There'll be only one thing on John's dating life list. It would be number 1, Big Corn. Boom.
Oh my God.
Wasn't this podcast supposed to end like 5 minutes ago?
Yes, it was. And I was trying to do the fucking wrap up, and Michael ruined it over and over.
Here all night. I've been on this podcast for almost a year. I'm allowed to fucking lose my mind.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
Almost a year.
But yeah, check out the site, because we're going to keep posting shit.
Oh,
Damn right.
Pictures of shit.
Yeah, we're going to just post turds for the rest of the year.
Look what I ate corn yesterday.
was it big corn, Michael?
Big corn. Alright, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you around.
You can see I had a tomato in my sandwich.
Yeah,
Holy
see you
shit.
next year, almost. Yeah, see you soon.
See you on the other side.